So now to an obvious one. Energizers should energize. After doing this facilitation and workshop gig for such a long time, I really can't emphasize enough how incredibly important it is to, one, sense energy levels in the room and with the people that you are engaging with. Such an important task of the facilitator, trainer, teacher. And once you've noticed, you've been present to energy levels and sensed where they are, sometimes at an individual level, sometimes at a team level, sometimes at a large group level, then it's your responsibility, indeed your privilege, to intervene at the right moment, with the right individuals, in the right fashion, to amp that energy back up. Right? Regardless of what people want to achieve, whether they want to learn, whether they want to remember what they learned, whether they want to connect with one another, whether they want to be more effective and impactful and innovative, doesn't matter. What matters is that without energy, all those goals fall flat. And so this is where the facilitator ninja does his or her thing, right? You can be incisive without really interrupting work, simply bringing it up to a higher level. And you do that through powerful energizers. This is a good example, the shakedown. It's a very simple energizer that definitely energizes everyone in the room. It lasts less than a minute. So you ask people to do this as a team. Teams are competing against other teams, and it's the first team that finishes that wins. And so what they do is they start with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the leg 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so on and so forth until you're just 1, 1, 1, 1. And as soon as that's done, everybody in the team celebrates at the same time, and you give them a treat to let them know that they have won. This is what it looks like.
2, go!
So in a matter of seconds, people have stood up, right? They've engaged with one another. They've brought on camaraderie for the team to be able to win, right? And the most important, they've got the blood flowing. So much movement, very, very quick movements, right? Which is literally what shakes us out of our doom and gloom that sometimes could happen in particular moments of workshops and in particular boring meetings. Here's another one, the haka. I was invited by a very big global corporation from Norway to Turkey to lead an innovation strategy conference for 2 or 3 days. And the very first thing that I decided to do was take everyone out of the conference room and put them in the middle of this big garden in the middle of the hotel. There was tourists everywhere. And I asked them to engage in this. And as soon as this was done, I caught eyes with one of the senior managers who was opposite to me in this garden. And he screams out at me, "Federico, I want to see you right here, right now. And I was like, oh shit, I got into trouble this early on in the client engagement. And he brings me very, very close and he gets into my ear and he says, Federico, I only wish that they showed this amount of energy back in the office, he said. And I giggled and I was like, yes, he understood the power of a good energizer. Not all energizers that energize need to be that wild or that crazy or intense. This is a good example of an energizer that helps people stretch, right? Also connecting with one another and benefiting from touch, as we've already learned, right? But it's a little bit calmer, but it energizes just as much because it gets, again, the blood pumping, the body moving, which is really, really important, especially towards the end of a day if people have been working sitting down for long periods of time.
Video from this.
So once again, think about a boring meeting where energy levels are starting to drop. Maybe the room is very stuffy. Maybe the conversation is getting circular as many times it does. You can simply just stand up, ask everybody to join you, maybe pair up and have people help each other stretch. Again, 30 seconds, more than enough to get things going again.